In this video, I'm going to show you how we helped over 200 companies to generate consistently 50 to 80 appointments every single month, and with the closing rate up to 50%. So you can apply that for your business as well to grow consistently and predictably get results in sales. So we're going to start with one system that we actually share this with our premium clients so you can use it for yourself. The sniper method, you probably heard about it. It's hyper targeting to the people that you are reaching out to with the 1-1 rule. This means 1-1-1 is the one ideal client who has one problem, and you have a one solution, and you are hyper targeting on them. That's why it's named sniper method, which works amazingly because you know exactly what you are offering to a specific group of people. Once you know and identify who is your ideal client profile and which offer you have and which problem you are solving, then you go to the next stage, which is a collection system. It means, where are your people spending most of the time? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on some groups on Facebook or anywhere else? You need to identify where are they spending the most of the time to be able to reach out to them, but even collecting all this information that you can organize it later. IO Blueprint is exactly that, where you are identifying and organizing, which is identify and organize. IO means that you are organizing how you're going to reach out to them and which specific group you are going to reach out. Once it's done, you already have people who you reach out. You already found them with specific tools, scraping tools, where you know who you are reaching out to. Then the next stage is using ChatGPT to actually create the messagings. Like you create the messaging yourself, but you will need to create different variations, which we are doing usually like 5 to 7 variation every single week, like with ads. For example, you need to create different variations of ads also to test what is working the best. Exactly the same strategy is with the messaging. If you are reaching out on these 3 channels, which we are using mainly, is the email, LinkedIn, and also calls. So we are creating different messagings for different platforms and also scripts. So let's say if you have a message or email for the email, then you cannot use exactly the same for the LinkedIn as well, because the strategy is different. You need to understand what people think when you are sending email, the approach that is more like upfront, talking about their pain, and then pitching them, working the best, and the emails are used to be a little bit longer and structured way, whereas on LinkedIn you need to be more like a social, because it's a social platform, which is normal to just chat with people, come to the conversation, and then later only to pitch. So this is very important because lots of people, they are doing a mistake. They send exactly the same message that they are sending on Instagram or emails or other platforms. They come and apply it for the LinkedIn as well. So try to avoid this also to be more efficient. So you need to understand what exactly you need to send to be more efficient. Then the scripts for the phone. So what you are going to say. So the same strategy that you used on LinkedIn is not going to work on the calls. You need to have specific scripts for that. So once it's done, let's say you did your outreach, you connected with people on LinkedIn, you send them email and etc. You're adding them to your connections, and then once you're posting something, these people are seeing it, and it's warming up the relationship with them because they need to see what you're doing and what you're offering and how you're positioning yourself as an expert to be interested in your services in general. So what usually people do, they are connecting with people and try to pitch upfront and expect them to buy. But are you buying also immediately? No, of course not. If you're buying a service which is 5K, 10K, even more, you usually compare, you usually need a little bit time to think what exactly the offer that you are going to take and from who. Usually you are comparing everything. So this is the system that helps us to make our calendar fully booked, and that can help you as well. So try to use it. And once everything is done, we have a Trojan horse engagement system. Trojan horse engagement system means you are sparking the curiosity of people. So you make them curious. What is that you are doing? And it's more like a Zeigarnik effect, like something that is unfinished that they feel, okay, I want to know even more about that. Something that is exciting for them, something that they have a problem and they are looking for the solution. And that's exactly what you need to do to be able to come to the conversation. That's why the name is Trojan Horse, because we try to bring them in to the conversation and make them curious after that. So if you're pitching upfront and telling everything that you're doing, so they usually will not get the full value of what is that exactly. So I saw this example many times when, for example, people say this car, without showing the car, they say it costs 100K. Usually people will say, oh, this is very expensive, because they don't see the value. But you need to bring people in, give them some experience. And if it's a very expensive car that has a very nice features, or it's giving you the feeling that it's for 100K, then you are more open to see what is that. So that's why it's really crucial. We have here, after Trojan horse system, once you spark their curiosity, you have one of these two options. One is CBUB. It means connect with people, build relationship, understand their problems, and then bond with them. This is the first strategy, which is, you see, CBUB framework. The second strategy is the direct pitch system, which means you are coming up front and try to come with the offer, which is not you're pitching the solution, but you're pitching the offer, which is very different. If you are pitching the solution, let's say I say, hey, we are doing a website and we are improving SEO and stuff like that. Do you want to work with us? This is a pitch. But if I say, hey, I will develop your website within the 3 days, and you will pay me only if you like it, this is an offer, which is making them curious. Okay, so one of these two you can use. So when you use a CBUB and when you use the DP system, CBUB I usually use for the bigger companies. I use it for the people that I feel they maybe not necessarily need that right now, the solution. But if I see someone is giving the signals of buying signals on the platforms, then I'm going with the direct pitch, where I know, okay, if I pitch him this solution or offer, then they will be interested. Okay, so the next phase is a few loop, which is follow-up loop. We are having a loop of follow-up messages to the people, which doesn't have to be more than 2-3 messages. So this is really annoying when people send lots of follow-ups, but it's annoying when they're not interested and you keep doing follow-ups like 6-7 times, and this is not really great. So you need to think about the follow-up system that will build relationship with them. So if you came to the conversation with that person, think what you can send them to make the relationship up further, to make them feel grateful to you. Yeah. So in that case, you build a relationship, you are not annoying. And then you have a transition, which is coming with what I mean by transition, that people, once you follow up with them, you are making a transition with the meeting. So in the meeting, you are coming and you are doing your discovery, understand their pain points, and only then you are moving to the next stage. So what usually people do is that they are skipping these parts like CBUB or DP, and they're trying to go from Trojan horse to the transition directly without doing everything. So in the transition part, it's very important that you are looking more like becoming closing side of things, like low scarcity, Black Swans method, which you can use more like it's a pitch itself. So the transition is how you are solving the solution, you are solving their problem, which is coming after doing your discovery, and you are explaining them the solution itself. Which is coming to the closing later. We had the case with one of my clients who generated 250K in just 2 weeks of time, which is Ricardo. You can see him here, and he was able to increase his number of meetings in a very short time and generate more and more appointments. You can see also lots of other clients that we have. They were able to get more leads, close better. You see better conversion, for example, like one of our clients, he got better 40% better conversion in just like one session, which was amazing. And we have people who cut the revenue cycle, this sales cycle, from 8 months to 4 months. We have lots of clients who actually improved their closing rate up to 50%, and also scaling, building the system. This is really important because you need to have clear steps to be able to move forward really faster, build relationship. You see, like from the step 1 to the end, this is actually the framework that we are sharing with our clients and ourselves. We are using it to scale, and you can use it for your business. So it's really important that you clearly understand each step and how to become efficient in each step, having the KPIs and understanding what you need to improve exactly to be able to come to the next level and scale even faster. So I hope it was helpful. If it is, subscribe to my channel to see similar videos like this, and take care. Bye bye.